ओम अजमभिजनियोगं प्रापदीश्वर्ययोगात् अगतिगतिमत्तां प्रापदेकं यनेकं विविधविषयधर्मग्राही बुद्धेक्षणानां प्रणतभयविहन्त्रं ब्रह्मयतन्नतोऽस्मि। My pranams to Revered Swamijis, pranams to Revered Matajis, and Jai Ramakrishna to all devotees. I beg your pardon as I can't speak in Telugu. My topic is how to reconcile this mundane life and spiritual life. Actually, if we look all the work from spiritual point of view, there is no any secular work or spiritual work. All works are spiritual work. That is the real thing we have to adopt in our life. That is the goal of our life, to make every work as a spiritual worship. There is no any bifurcation between spiritual work and secular work. As in preface of complete works of Swami Vivekananda, Sister Nivedita writes, Swami Vivekananda came to make teacher a better teacher, to make farmer a better farmer, to make businessman a better businessman, to make a housewife as a better housewife. What does it mean? That all of us should have removed the bifurcation of this is spiritual and this is sacred. There should not be any difference. All works are to be considered and all works are spiritual. What makes us, who makes the work secular? We only. And how we make the work secular? Because of our ego. When that ego comes into the boundary of world of OET, object, emotions and thoughts. When we get attached with this world of OET, then all the problems start. We make that work as a secular. Why? Because I have added my desires into that. I have added my attachment to that work. Who has spoiled the work? I only have spoiled the work. No work is bad. All work, no work is secular. All work is spiritual. In our scriptures we have seen that how butcher, his profession was a little bit, different type. He was a butcher, but he was a Brahmagyan. And a monk has to go to him to learn the Brahma Vidya. A monk has to go to one household lady who was worshipping her husband. And that monk has to go to her. That monk has to go to butcher also to learn Brahma Vidya. They were doing different works. Apparently it is appearing as she is doing service to her husband. Apparently that man work is appearing little bit a different work. But it is not so. We only make work as a secular and we only can make work as a spiritual. The moment we remove our ego, the moment we remove our attachment, the moment we remove the attachment with the world of OET, object, emotions and thoughts. That is what Sri Krishna says in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarajitam dharma viruddho bhutesu kamasmi bharatarshava. Balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarjitam. I am the bala in all the balas. I am the power in all the bala. I am the power in all the powers. Kama raga vivarjitam. In what kind of power? In what kind of balam he is? Where there is no kama and raga. What is meant by kama and raga? What is meant by kama? The things which we do not have, but we hanker for it. I do not have 2 cars and I am hankering for 2 cars, 3 cars. I do not have a bungalow, but I am hankering for a bungalow. I do not have certain electronic gadgets, but I do hanker for that gadgets. That is all comes under the kama. And Sri Krishna says, balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarjitam. What is meant by raga? The things which we possess, the things which we do have, and we get attached with that. We want to hold it as if forever it will remain with us. Nobody can make my son separate from me, Swamiji. It is impossible. That poor lady says. And when that son grows, when he goes to US, he has already left his mother. And when from there he says, Mummy, Mummy, I have already got engaged here. And that poor lady cries. Kama raga. Raga means the things which we possess and we want to hold it continuously. We do not want to leave it. Why we do not want to leave it? We are thinking, no, it is mine, it is for me. That is the definition of raga. And kama is the things which we do not have, but we want to have it. We are hankering after it. That is known as a kama. So Sri Krishna says, balam balavatam chaham. Bala is different types of bala. Powers are different type of powers. Power of beauty, power of knowledge, power of this satta, power of position, power of wealth. So many powers are there. Sri Krishna is not telling only power of strength only. Power of wealth, power of position, power of knowledge. In everywhere I am there, Sri Krishna is telling, balam balavatam chaham. But where there is no kama and where there is no raga. The things which we do not have but we want to hanker for it, that is known as a kama, and the things which we do have and we want to hold it is known as a raga. Wherever these two things are absent, I am there, Sri Krishna is telling. So in any work, whatever work we are doing, if we are doing minus of this kama and raga, then that work becomes spiritual work. I am giving you one real example. Work never makes man great. Man makes work great. Work never makes man great. Gandhiji took up the charkha, bearing machine, and he made it great. That man is writing, great man of India, Mahatma Gandhi. My entering into politics, my entering into this Harijana Seva, my entering into Grama Seva, my entering into Bharatavarsha Seva is only for one purpose, and that I want to see that Satya Narayana. Nothing else. He is very much clear in his goal. His goal is fixed. He is clear in his goal. So his all works become spiritual work. None of his work is secular. How he can make it? Because he was clear in his goal. And another thing, he was devoid of these two things, kama, raga. Kama and raga. Another example I will give you from his own life. There was a Second World War was going on. And one big problem came to India. Sardar Patel and Jawaharlal Nehru came to Gandhiji. They were discussing point, very serious point, with Mahatma Gandhi, and which will affect our nation. At night, 12 o'clock, Gandhiji said, now both of you go for sleep. It's my time to go bed. At 12 o'clock, he went to his bed. Within 1 minute, he got sleep. And next day morning, 5 o'clock, Gandhiji finished his prayer, and 6 o'clock he was walking. And this Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Patel, they were unable to sleep. Up to night 3:30, somehow they got sleep for 1 hour and they got up. And by the time they got up, they found that Gandhiji is strolling for morning walk. Everybody, they asked, how it has happened, Gandhiji? Gandhiji said, wonderful, you are attached to Bharatavarsha. See, he is spelling this kama raga vivarajitam balam balavatam cha. His all works are spiritual work. Because he has defined his goal and he is not of this kama and raga. All the great saints have done all these things in their lives. Why I am quoting from Gandhiji is because his life is little bit more closer to the present context. Kama balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarajitam. I am giving you another example. There were two laborers. Both of them were cutting stones. One person came to one particular laborer and said, what are you doing? He is repeating, what can I do? I don't have anything to do. I have to maintain my family. And I have to maintain my family, so I am cutting stones. Whole day I have to cut the stones for 8 hours. and at the end of the day, they will give me 100, 200 rupees, whatever my labor charges are there. This is one attitude. Another laborer who was cutting stones, he was asked, for what purpose you are doing this? He said, don't you know how blessed I am? Upon my cuttings of this stone, the temple will have a beauty. Because the stones are going to add the beauty of this temple which is under construction. How blessed I am. I am doing service. So many people will come here and they will get peace. God has made me an instrument to render peace to others. How blessed I am. One attitude and another attitude. See, that person is cutting stones, is repenting, he cannot do anything, and that work becomes secular. And here the person's work becomes spiritual. His attitude is different. Whatever work we are doing, what is important? Our attitude. Attitude behind the work. Balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarishava. Whatever necessity that we can understand that I want to do this work because I have to sustain my family. That much dharma is okay. But what we are doing, we are adding we keep on adding our desires after desires. Yes, I must have this, I must have this. Out of this work, I must get name, fame, post, power and position. World of OET starts, object, emotions and thoughts. And the moment we get attached with this world of OET, finish. Our all work becomes secular. And once the work becomes secular, then we have to face the consequences. Then it comes, we get happiness, sometimes we get sorrow, we get miseries, we get, we get pride, our name becomes popular, sometimes our name gets spoiled. All these things start once we are attached with this work. So, how to make all work spiritual work? Just get detached from that work. That is what Krishna is also telling. Sri Krishna is telling, just remove your I, remove your ego, that you are the doer. Sri Ramakrishna says, Kachami and Pakami, unripe ego and ripe ego. Unripe ego is, what is that? That I am doing for me, I and I. And what is the ripe ego? Not I, thy will be done. Your will be fulfilled, Swami. The devotee is telling, God, your desires will be fulfilled. Thy will be done, not I. I am not the doer. Doer is God. I am an instrument. When we will cultivate this attitude, then all work becomes spiritual work. If we are talking with somebody, and if we think that no, I am guiding that person, I am instructing that person, then that work becomes secular work. But instead of that, when we are thinking, no, God has given me an opportunity to serve this person, then that work becomes spiritual work. How can I serve? That attitude. Not how can I guide or how can I help others. Nobody can guide, nobody can help. What at the best we can serve others. Our temple, our office can become temple. See, Swami Vivekananda said, wonderful thing. What is the goal of our life? In the midst of heavy activities, there should be desert-like silence. And in the midst of desert-like silence, there should be intense activities. We are performing so many activities, day and night. Our hands and our legs are working. They are working like anything. But our mind is not working. We are lazy at our mental attitude. People are working from day to night. Their whole body is working. Legs are working. Hands are working. But their mind is not working. Their mind is at laziness. How to make this work? How to make our mind work? When we will have attitude, proper attitude. I am not doing the work. I am an instrument to this. I must not get attached with the result. I must not start the work with the desire of good result. I am here to perform the work. Thus, I will do my best. I must reduce my egoness from this work. I must get detached from the world of OET. Day and night we are working, our hands are working, our legs are working, but our mind is not working. And as a result, what is happening? We are getting attached with the work. And once we are getting attached with the work, our work becomes secular. It doesn't become spiritual. If we want to make our work spiritual, along with our hands and legs, our mind should also work. I am here to perform the work. Whether result comes favorable or unfavorable, I am not going to affect by that. This is what, in this way we can work. Then this way we can make every work spiritual work. There is no any spiritual and sacred work. There is no any bifurcation. We only ourselves have made bifurcation. This is spiritual work and this is secular work. We must convert our schools into temples. We must convert our office into temple. We must convert our house into temple. We must convert all our work into spiritual work. And what is the parameter that we have performed spiritual work? If you have performed whole day work, and then at the end of the work, you will have peace of mind. Whether the result is favorable or not unfavorable, you will not be bothered. This is the biggest parameter, that whether we have performed spiritual work or a secular work. Whether the work result is favorable and then we are very happy, and if result is unfavorable, then we become morose. Then make sure that we have not performed spiritual work, we have performed pure secular work. Spiritual work is what is meant. I have made it clear. So let us try to make all our activities as a spiritual work. Swami Vivekananda says, that is what Swami Vivekananda says, that each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity. We have to wake up our mind. How we can make it work? By remembering, who am I? I am not here just for petty enjoyments, just for petty name, fame, post and power, position. I am here because I am a devotee of God. I am here for big joy. I am here for infinite joy. And that infinite joy is within me. And I only can get it infinite joy. Mamai vanso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanadana. Krishna is telling, I am a son of God. I am a daughter of God. I am an ansa of God. Since God is pure knowledge, absolute bliss and absolute joy. So I can take it as an ansa of God. This is my real nature, that I must have infinite joy, infinite knowledge and infinite bliss. And how it can come? When we make all work as a sacrifice. I am very much thankful to give me an opportunity to share few of my thoughts for this sacred and spiritual work. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.